Hello dear students and teachers, welcome back to my channel. In this video we'll see key answers for Mathematics MCQ Model Paper 2 which is released by KSEEB. These two model papers are very important from the examination point of view. Do practice all the questions and few similar questions based on it. First question, the values of x and y which satisfies the linear equation 2x plus 3y equals 16. This should be solved by trial and error method. Try to substitute the values of x and y and find out for which values it satisfies the equation. The given equation is 2x plus 3y equals 16. Now I'll substitute the value x equals 5 and y equals 2 in above equation. We get 2 times 5 plus 3 times 2. We get 10 plus 6 equals 16, which is equal to RHS. Therefore, the correct answer is option A, x equals 5 and y equals 2. Question number 2. By solving a pair of linear equation x plus y equals 8 and 2y minus x equals 1, the values of x and y are. Students, a pair of linear equation can be solved by elimination method. Now consider equation 1 x plus y equals 8 and 2y minus x equals 1 as second equation. Add these two equations. Now plus x and minus x will cancel out. Now we get y plus 2y equals 3y, which is equal to 8 plus 1 equals 9. Now y equals 9 divided by 3. We get y equals 3. Substitute in any one of the equation. We get x equals 5. Therefore, the correct answer is x equals 5, y equals 3. Question 3. The standard form of the quadratic equation 3x square equals 4 times 5x minus 3 is. The given equation is 3x square equals 4 times 5x minus 3. Now 3x square equals, multiply 4 times 5x, we get 20x. In the same way, 4 times 3 is 12, plus into minus is minus. Now shift all the RHS term to LHS, we get 3x square minus 20x plus 12 equals 0, which is in the standard form ax square plus bx plus c equals 0, which is the standard form of quadratic equation. Therefore, the correct answer is option 3, 3x square minus 20x plus 12 equals 0. Question number 4. The pair of coincident lines in the following are. Students, in the following 4 options, we should check for the lines which are coincident. First step, write the equations in standard form. After writing the linear equations in standard form, find out the coefficients a1, b1, c1, a2, b2 and c2. Find out the ratios a1 by a2, b1 by b2 and c1 by c2. If all the 3 ratios are equal, we can say that the lines are coincident. Therefore, for the option B, 2x plus 3y equals 9 and 4x plus 6y equals 18, the lines are coincident. Next question, the sum of first 15 terms of an arithmetic progression is 465 and the sum of first 14 terms of same arithmetic progression is 406, then its 15th term is. Students, this concept has been repeated many times, that is by using Sn minus Sn minus 1 equals An, given S15 equals 465, S14 equals 406, substitute it, we get S15 minus S14 equals A15. Just you need to subtract A15, we get as 59. Therefore, the correct answer is option B, 59. Next question, the 20th term of an arithmetic progression 1, 5, 9, 13 is. Now the first step is write down the given AP. The given AP is 1, 5, 9, 13. Find out the first term, which is a equals 1, and common difference a2 minus a1 we get 4, n equals 20, we need to find out a20 by using nth term formula. An equals a plus n minus 1 into d. Substitute all the values a, n and d, we get a20 as 77. Therefore, the correct answer is option A, 77. Next question, if x, 8, 11, y are the consecutive terms of an arithmetic progression, the values of x and y are respectively equal to. These four terms are in AP. We need to find out the values of x and y. Now, consider the first term a1 as x, a2 as 8, a3 as 11, a4 as y. By using the concept of common difference, we can easily find out the values of x and y. That is, d equals a2 minus a1, which is equal to a3 minus a2, where a1 is x, a2 is 8, a3 is 11, a4 is y. Now, a2 minus a1 equals a3 minus a2. Substitute the values, we get x value equals 5. That is the first term, x equals 5. Now, to find out the fourth term, add the common difference to third term, that is y equals 11 plus d. d is a2 minus a1, that is 8 minus 5, which is equal to 3. Therefore, the value of y is 11 plus 3 equals 14. d equals a2 minus a1, that is 8 minus 5 or 11 minus 8, we get d equals 3. Add common difference to 11, we get the next term y. Therefore, y equals 14. The correct answer is option D, 5 and 14. Next question, if 8, x, 20 are in arithmetic progression, then the value of x is, which is very simple, which has been repeated many times. X is the average of previous term and preceding term. Therefore, x equals, just add 8 plus 20 by 2. That is, x equals 20 plus 8 by 2, we get 28 by 2, which is equal to 14. Therefore, the correct answer is option C, 14. Again, this can be solved by using the concept of common difference. You can try by common difference method. Therefore, the correct answer is option C, 14. The first term and last term of an arithmetic progression are a and l. Then the sum of its first n term is Sn equals n by 2 a plus l, which is direct question. Next question, the roots of the quadratic equation 4x square minus 81 equals 0 is. We need to find out the roots of the quadratic equation 4x square minus 81 equals 0. 4x square minus 81 equals 0. Shift minus 81 to RHS, we get plus 81. Therefore, x square equals 81 by 4. X equals plus or minus square root of 81 by 4. Therefore, x equals square root of 81 is 9. Square root of 4 is 2. Therefore, x equals plus or minus 9 divided by 2. Therefore, the correct answer is option D, plus or minus 9 by 2. Next question, the roots of the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is given by x equals minus b plus or minus square root b square minus 4ac divided by 2a, which is direct question. Next question, in finding the roots of the quadratic equation 6x square minus x minus 2 equals 0, we need to find out x can be expressed as, multiply first and last term, we get minus 12x square, which can be expressed as plus 3x and minus 4x. If you add, we get minus x. If you multiply, you will get minus 12x square. Therefore, the correct answer is option A 3x and minus 4x. The quadratic equation in the following is, if you observe all the options, option D has highest power, that is degree equals 2. Therefore, the correct answer is option D, x square minus x plus 3 equals 0. All the other options are not quadratic equation. In a right angle triangle ABC, angle B equals 90 degree. If tan C equals root 3, then value of angle A is. Now given in right angle triangle ABC, tan C equals root 3. Therefore, tan C equals root 3 can be expressed as tan 60 degree. Therefore, angle C equals 60 degree. We have found out angle C equals 60 degree. Now, in triangle ABC, angle A plus angle B plus angle C equals 180 degree. Angle A will be equal to 180 minus 150. Therefore, angle A equals 30 degree. Therefore, the correct answer is option A, 30 degree. Now, moving to question number 15. If sine theta equals 3 divided by 5, then value of 1 minus cos square theta is. Given sin theta as 3 by 5, we need to find out the value of 1 minus cos square theta. Students, we know by using identity 1, sin square theta plus cos square theta equals 1. Therefore, 1 minus cos square theta equals sin square theta. We know sin theta value, that is 3 by 5. Substitute and square it, we get sin square theta value. Therefore, the correct answer is 9 divided by 25. That is option C, 9 divided by 25. Question number 16. If sin alpha plus beta equals 1 and cos of alpha minus beta equals 1, where alpha plus beta is less than 90 degree, then the value of alpha and beta respectively equal to. Now, sin alpha plus beta equals 1, therefore alpha plus beta equals 90 degree, because 1 can be expressed as sin 90 degree. Therefore, the angle alpha plus beta equals 90 degree. In the same way, cos of alpha minus beta equals 1. In terms of cos, 1 can be expressed as cos 0 degree. Therefore, alpha plus beta equals 90 degree. Alpha minus beta equals 0 degree. Shift minus beta to RHS, we get alpha equals beta. Now, substitute beta as alpha. Equation 1 becomes alpha plus alpha equals 90 degree. 2 alpha equals 90 by 2. We get alpha equals 45 degree, which is equal to beta. Therefore, the correct answer is option D, alpha equals 45 degree, beta equals 45 degree. Next question in the figure, triangle ABC is a right angle triangle in which angle B equals 90 degree, BC equals 6 cm, angle A is 30 degree. Then the length of AC is. We need to find out the length of AC. In triangle ABC, to find out the length of AC, we should use sine ratio. According to angle A, the opposite side is BC and the adjacent is AB. Hypotenuse is AC. We know the opposite value. Therefore, we will use sine ratio. Therefore, sine theta equals BC by AC. Theta is 30 degree. Therefore, sine 30 degree equals BC value is 6 divided by AC. Sin 30 degree equals 1 by 2 equals 6 by AC. Therefore, AC equals 6 into 2, which is equal to 12. Therefore, the correct answer is option B, 12 centimeter. 18th question. Which of the following is the correct relation? The first option is incorrect and the option B and option C are incorrect. Therefore, the correct answer is option D, sin square theta plus cos square theta equals 1, which is identity 1. The midpoint of the line segment joining the points A of x1, y1, B of x2, y2. Simple direct question. The midpoint formula is given by x2 plus x1 by 2, y2 plus y1 by 2. Therefore, the correct answer is option B. Now, we'll move to the next question. The distance between the point A of 0, 5 and B of minus 5, 0 is. We need to find out the distance between the points a of 0 comma 5 and minus 5 comma 0 by using distance formula. Therefore, a of 0 comma 5 can be written as x1 y1, b of minus 5 comma 0 is x2 y2. By using distance formula, substitute the values x1 y1 x2 y2, we get d equals minus 5 whole square plus minus 5 whole square. We get d equals square root of 50, which can be expressed as 25 into 2. Therefore, d equals 5 root 2 units. Therefore, the correct answer is option C, 5 root 2 units. Question number 21. In the given graph, the length of PB is, you can find out easily by observing the graph. Length of PB is just the 2 units. Therefore, the correct answer is option A, 2 units. The distance between or the length PB is 2 units. Question number 22. If P of x comma y divides the line joining A of x1 y1 and B of x2 y2 in the ratio m1 is to m2, then x equals and y is equal to x equals m1 x2 m2 x1 divided m1 plus m2. In the same way, y equals m1 y2 plus m2 y1 divided by m1 plus m2, that is section formula. This is called as section formula. Therefore, the correct answer is option B. Question number 23. In the cumulative frequency distribution table given below, the number of families having income range 20,000 and 25,000 is, therefore, we have value more than 25 is 20,000, more than 25,000 is 37. To find out the range between 20,000 and 25,000, just you need to subtract 50 minus 37. To find out the range between 20,000 and 25,000, just subtract 50 minus 37, we get 13. Therefore, the correct answer is option C, 13. Very simple question. Next question. The average marks scored by student in a test of 6 subjects is 18. Average of 6 subjects is 18. The sum of marks scored by him in 5 subjects is 86. Then the marks scored by him in the 6th subject is, by using the concept of average or mean, we can easily find out the value or the marks scored by him in the 6th subject. Average marks scored by student in 6th test is 18. Therefore, x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x5 plus x6 divided by 6 equals 18. Now, multiply 6 into 18, we get 108. In the question, they are given the sum of marks scored by him in 5 subjects is 86. Replace x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x5 by 86. We get 86 plus x6 equals 108. x6 equals 108 minus 86. Therefore, x6 equals 22. The median and mode of grouped scores are 26 and 29 respectively. Then the mean of the score is, by using the empirical relation between mean, median and mode, that is 3 median equals mode plus 2 mean. Substitute the value of median and mode, that is 3 into 26 equals 29 plus 2 mean. Therefore, 3 times 26 is 78. Shift 29 to LHS, we get 78 minus 29 equals 2 mean. So, mean equals 49 divided by 2, which is equal to 24.5. Therefore, the correct answer is option D, 24.5. By using the empirical relation between mean, median and mode, therefore, the value of mean is 24.5. The correct answer is option D. In the given figure, angle B equals 90 degree, AB equals BC equals 2 cm. We need to find out the length AC by using Pythagoras theorem. The square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of squares of other two sides. Therefore, AC square equals AB square plus BC square. AC square equals 2 square plus 2 square. We get AC square equals 4 plus 4, which is equal to 2 root 2 units. Therefore, the correct answer is option A, 2 root 2 units. Students, you can stop the video and write the solutions. Question number 27, in triangle ABC, if D is parallel to BC, then the relation which is true among the following is. So by using the concept of Thales theorem, this question can be solved. Option A will be incorrect, as AC by AD is sides of different triangles. Option B is incorrect and option D is also incorrect. By using the concept of Thales theorem, the correct answer is option C, AD by AB equals AE by AC. Now moving to next question. Next question, triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR and their areas are in the ratio 25:9. If BC equals 5 cm, then the length of QR is. This has been repeated many times. We know that already we have solved many questions on this. If two triangles are similar, then the ratio of their areas will be equal to squares of their corresponding sides. Area of triangle ABC divided by area of triangle PQR equals BC square by QR square. Substitute the values, that is area of triangle ABC divided by area of triangle PQR equals 25/9, which is equal to BC 5. Substitute and find out QR square equals 25 into 9 divided by 25. 25 will cancel out. QR square equals 9. QR equals square root of 9, which is equal to 3 cm. Therefore, the correct answer is option B, 3 cm. The length of QR equals 3 cm. Now moving to next question. Question number 29. The measures of three angles of a triangle are in the ratio 1:2:3. Then the triangle is. The measures of the triangle are in the ratio 1:2:3. Then the triangle is. Consider triangle ABC, where angle A will be equal to 1 times x, angle B equals 2 times x, angle C equals 3 times x. Therefore, we know that angle A plus angle B plus angle C will be equal to 180 degree in a triangle. Therefore, substitute angle A plus angle B plus angle C. We get 6x equals 180 degree, x equals 30 degree. Therefore, by finding out angle A, B and C, we have found out that it contains 90 degree. Therefore, it is a right angled triangle. Now, moving to question number 30. The true statement in the following is. Read out all the options and find out which statement is true. Two similar triangles are always congruent, wrong. A square and rectangle are similar, wrong. Then option C, two triangles are always similar, correct. Option D is also incorrect. Therefore, the correct answer is two equiangular triangles are always similar. Similar figures are those they have same shape but not same size. Therefore, two equiangular triangles are always similar. Same shape, different size. By using similar concept figures, the correct answer is option C. Next question, very simple and most repeated question. The lengths of the tangent drawn to a circle from an external point outside it are always equal. The tangents drawn from external point to a circle are always equal. In the given circle with center O, the length ACB, AE and BD are tangents. If AB equals 12 cm, AE equals 3 cm, the length of BD is. Again, by using the concept that tangent drawn from external point to a circle are equal, using this concept, this question can be solved. That is the external point theorem of circle. AE will be equal to AC because they are tangents. In the same way, BC will be equal to BD. Now, the length AB is equal to BC plus AC. the length AB will be equal to BC plus AC. Now BC will be equal to AB minus AC. If you observe the figure, the length AB equals BC plus AC. Observe the figure, AB equals BC plus AC. We need to find out BC, therefore BC equals 12 minus 3. Therefore BC equals 9 centimeter, which will be equal to BD. Therefore the correct answer is option D, 9 centimeter. Question number 33. Observe the figure and find out which one is secant. XY is the secant because it touches the circle at two distinct points. Therefore the line XY is the secant. Observe the figure. XY is the secant to the circle with center O. Now we'll move to next question. A student divided a line of length 9 cm in the ratio 2:3 geometrically as shown in the figure. The correct lengths of AM and MB obtained by calculation are respectively equal to. Students, this is solved by using the concept of ratios. Therefore, the total length is 9 cm, which is divided in the ratio 2:3. Therefore, the length AM will be equal to, add the ratios, 2 plus 3, which is equal to 5. Therefore, the length AM equals 9 into 2 divided by 5, which is equal to 18 by 5. We get 3.6 centimeter. In the same way, MB equals 5.4 centimeter. Therefore, the correct answer is option C, 3.6 centimeter and 5.4 centimeter. The correct relation between the sides of a triangle ABC given in the figure is, students, which is direct question. By using the concept of Pythagoras theorem, we can say that the square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of squares of other two sides. Therefore, the correct answer is option D, B square equals A square plus C square. By using the concept of Pythagoras theorem. Now moving to next question. The volume and surface area of sphere is numerically equal, then the radius of sphere is. Now volume of sphere is equal to surface area of sphere. Numerically, volume of sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Surface area of sphere is 4 pi r. Now 4 pi on LHS and 4 pi on RHS will cancel out. The remaining terms are r cube divided by 3 equals r square. Therefore, r cube equals 3 r square. Now, r cube can be written as r into r into r. In the same way, r square equals r into r. R into r, which is on LHS, r into r, which is on the RHS, will cancel out. Therefore, the remaining term, which is equal to 3, that is r equals 3 centimeter. Next question. A funnel in the given figure is combination of, observe the figure, it is the combination of cylinder and frustum of cone. The given figure is combination of a cylinder and a frustum of cone. Therefore, the correct answer is option B, a cylinder and a frustum of a cone. Next question. The solid is in the shape of a cylinder with two hemispheres stuck to each other of its end as shown in the figure. The radius of the cylinder and the hemisphere are equal to r centimeter. If the height of the cylinder is h centimeter, then the volume of the solid is. The volume of the solids is equal to volume of cylinder plus 2 times the volume of hemisphere. Now, volume of solid is volume of cylinder plus 2 times volume of hemisphere. Volume of cylinder is pi r square h. Volume of hemisphere is 2 by 3 pi r cube. Now pi r square is common. Take common factor out. The remaining terms are h plus 4 by 3 r centimeter cube. Therefore, the correct answer is option A, pi r square into 4r by 3 plus h. Therefore, the correct answer is option A. Next question, the height and radius of the base of a cone are 12 centimeter and 5 centimeter respectively, then the slant height of the cone is. We know the relation between slant height, radius and height, that is equal to L square equals h square plus r square. By using this concept, L square equals h square plus r square, therefore L equals square root of h square plus r square. Substitute the values of h and r. L equals square root of 12 square plus 5 square. Therefore, L equals square root of 144 plus 25. Therefore, L equals square root of 169. Therefore, the slant height L equals 13 centimeter. Therefore, the correct answer is option C, 13 centimeter. Now moving to next and last question. Before that, if you find my videos are useful, do subscribe the channel. The question is, if frustum of a cone shaped jaggery is melted and remolded completely to a shape of a sphere, then the volume of sphere will be. The question is very direct and simple. When you convert a solid from one shape to another shape, the volume will be always same. Volume will not change. Therefore, correct answer is option D, equal to the volume of the frustum. When you recast a solid from one shape to another shape, the volume will be same. Volume does not change when you recast a solid from one shape to another shape. Therefore, the correct answer is equal to the volume of the frustum. Students, these two model papers released by KSEEB are very important. Do practice all these questions with few similar questions. I'll be posting the unit wise or the important questions for your exam. Do subscribe the channel and do share with your friends. Be confident. Practice as many questions as possible. As you practice many questions, the time in the exam will reduce. The timing is very important when you are attempting multiple choice questions. When you practice more number of questions, the timing will be managed during your exam. Thank you.